Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hey guys, how are you? I am Sister Ilham. This is Driving Muslima. Thank you for coming back. Come on back. I welcome you back. Listen, guys, I told you that, like, whatever I go through as a Muslim, I want to talk to you guys about it. So, because I know some of you may be experiencing some of the same things. So I'm just going to tell you how I went through this process and, what decision I decided to make, because I've had something that's been bothering me for like a couple of weeks now, like about 2 good weeks. And I finally made a decision yesterday, and it wasn't easy. I told my husband about it. So I hope this video help you guys and make you understand how important it is, your relationship with Allah, how important that really is to you. Because maybe you don't really get it, and sometimes I didn't get it, and we will fail at what we do. We think we're doing good, then we'll fall. So anyway, let me tell you what happened. So I decided to get a job. Wait, let me give you a disclaimer. All you little nosy rosies, little chatty Cathy's, messy baddies, all y'all, no, my husband did not make me get a job. No, I didn't need to have to get a job. I'm just was tired of not doing something, and I wanted to be busy. So I went to school, I got an education, so I decided to use it. Like, what did I get the education for? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was it for if I wasn't going to use it? So I decided to use it. So anyway, I work from home, as many of you guys know, as a customer service rep. And this is going to be an issue for any Muslim. I've seen this over and over again. When you start a job and it seemed cool and the hours seemed cool, and then guess what? You start missing salah. And that's so dangerous, because you will make excuses to miss salah. I run into a lot of these Muslims. I call them the new age Muslims, because they basically take, knowledge and just make excuses with it. Yes, Allah made this religion easy. He made it clear. He won't put more on you than you can bear, but that doesn't give you an excuse not to do what you're supposed to. That doesn't give you an excuse. That doesn't give you the excuse to be disobedient. That doesn't give you the excuse to try to pick what you want to pick, choose what you want to choose. It's easy. It would be so easy for us just to go find different people who agree with us. It's always somebody who's going to agree with your messiness. Why? Because Satan is always working. So somebody's always going to agree with your wrong point of view. Somebody's always going to be there to cheer you on to go to hell. They're going to throw you a whole party so you can go. So having people back you up, and even some of y'all who be like, oh, this scholar said this and this scholar said this. Well, guess what? Those scholars are human beings. Okay? The best of men on this earth, the Prophet Muhammad, may Allah peace and blessings be upon him. The Quran say he was just an apostle, a prophet, meaning he was just a man. And he said, so if he died, will you turn back on your heels? And that's what I was reading today. So let me not get ahead of myself. My point is that just because you could do something, yeah, you can put your prayers together, yeah, but that is for a time when you earnestly forget, or you get caught up in a situation, or there's an emergency or something. There's outs for us in those times, because Allah knows there's regular life. But you cannot purposely go into it with the intention to not make your salah on time. Allah said work, kids, cooking, husband, nothing comes before him. Meaning that nothing comes before you doing your salah. So if you get a job knowing that it's going to interfere with your salah, and you're not going to be praying it, then that might not be the job for you. And so I had started this job, and it was going good because we was training, and the training was good. I was able to make my prayers and stuff, and I was feeling good. Well, we got out of the training part, and we got to actually doing work. And the problem with it is because of the work that I do, you could be on the phone for hours with one customer because you're doing troubleshooting and stuff. So IT, computer, software troubleshooting stuff. And so you could be on the phone for hours for one. Like you would miss your lunch or break. You have to take it after. But it was making me miss my salah. And I had the option to put in, here in the U.S., they have something called a religious accommodation. I don't know if they got that everywhere, but here you're able to put in, with your job, hey, I have this I have this religious obligations that I have to do, my prayers, my salah, this and this and that. And, some Fridays I may want to go to Juma, so I need, some of the Fridays off. You could put all that in, and they may say yes, they may say no. But here's the problem. Even if they say yes to all that, I know one thing. I can't hang up on a customer to make my salah. They ain't going to allow that to happen. I can't be on the phone with a customer and say, you know what, I have to go and transfer to somebody else. They're not going to be happy with that. And that was my issue. Like, I can't hang up on a customer in the middle of helping them and getting their, fixing their stuff. Like, so what do I do? Y'all have to forget. If y'all wondering why everything is higher than me, it's because I'm sitting on the floor. I just got through praying. Anyway, I'm like, what am I going to do? And this had been bothering me, and I hadn't really talked to my husband about it because he didn't even know I was looking for a job. When I told him I was looking for a job and I got a job, he was surprised. But he was supportive at the end of the day. And it was yesterday. Yesterday I had been feeling bad about it, like really guilt. It was really bothering me because I really want to make my salon on time. Like I have no excuse not to make it on time, and I can't let a job get in the way of that. And I know some of you saying, well, I gotta eat, we gotta pay bills. Well, honey, all that you get comes from Allah. So he's gonna give it to you one way or the other. So if you're short because he lets you be short. Period. If you know what I mean, if he give it to you and you go spend it on them new Jordans, and you out here buying weave up under your hijab and all that foolishness and getting your eyebrows arched and stuff while you sit there and wear niqab, which don't make no sense. Well, yeah, baby, your money gonna be gone and you gonna be needing, work. But here's the thing, you can't put nothing. Our main soul, only purpose on this earth is to worship Allah. So anything that comes in the middle of that disrupts that, it's a problem. And so yesterday I logged on to work and got in my position, waiting to get calls. And while I was waiting, because sometimes, it's early in the morning, it may take a minute before you get a call. I just decided to click on this video. And I'm going to post the video later on my Facebook. So if you're not following my Facebook, go to Striving Muslim 77, or I'll put the link somewhere. You'll get it, I guess. That ain't my main purpose. See, I'm not here trying to get followers. I'm here trying to help. Let us get some help. So this had been bothering me. And I felt like wouldn't nobody really understand, because you can't tell nobody you're considering possibly quitting your job. Like nobody wants to understand that. They be like, oh, she's fanatical. I'm not fanatical. I want to serve my Lord, my Rabb, my protector, my everything. And he comes first, not my husband, my kids, nothing. And that is hard. I'm not going to lie. That's a hard place to get to. To really accept that Allah's before everything, even your own personal feelings, even everything, you will follow and you will obey. But you get so much peace. I mean, so much peace. So I didn't feel like nobody could understand what I was trying to do. So I had just was sitting there, and I seen a video on my YouTube because I subscribe to a lot of channels that do lectures and stuff. It had a weird little title, so I clicked on it. And when I tell you that, Allah knows. Allah will send it to you. This is why I say sometimes people, if you just read your Quran, and you will know if hadiths are right or wrong, or if somebody teach you right or wrong, because Allah will send that. He will send that confirmation to let you know if it's right or wrong. Now, if you choose to ignore that, that's on you. But if you earnestly pray for knowledge and understanding, he will send it. It may not be what you want to hear, but he will send it. And so the video was talking about, basically, he was talking about all the bad people in the world, killers, rapists, people who rape kids, people who steal, who lie. And he was like, is that a bad person? Is that bad? And everybody in the place was saying, yeah, yeah, those are bad people. They are bad people. He said, you know who Allah thinks is worse than all those people? And they like, who, of course you're thinking like strict. Worshiping people other than God. That's what you're thinking, right? I can't say it right. I don't, I be trying. Sorry. Shrek, I think it is. Okay. So I'm thinking that, like, okay, no, that's not what he said. He was like, in the eyes of Allah, if all those bad people pray they salah, they better than you for a person who think you doing good and don't pray salah. Like, when I tell you, that broke me, like, because I was already struggling with that decision. Like, it's not, I didn't need the job. I didn't need it right now. Like, I wanted to do something to be busy, but I'm like, what do I do? And I always knew what to do, but I was afraid to make that step because it seemed like, that worldly part of me, that dunya part of me, that desire part of me who just want to sit there and make that money and make an excuse not to make my salah and listen to Satan whispering to me, making me feel like it might not be right for me to make that decision. And I was like so feeling bad. And so, sisters, brothers, if you're in a situation where your job is keeping you from Allah, or there's haram activity, or they selling pork, there's men hitting on you and you alone with men in their office saying you doing it because it's your job, leave. Trust your Rob. Trust your Lord. He got your back. And when I heard that, I instantly just started. I started clocking out off. I didn't even say nothing to nobody. I didn't tell my supervisor. I started clocking off. I clocked out. I cut off everything. I unplugged it. Whoop, 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 whoop. And I let it go. Because Allah takes care of me. He's been taking care of me all my life. So why I don't trust him now? I don't trust him now when I need to trust him. And then today, this morning, when I was, I've been feeling some kind of way. I didn't even sleep last night because, and then I talked to my husband about it, and I thank Allah for him. But I'll tell you what he said in a minute. I opened the Quran, and I told you I'm starting over from the beginning, so I'm still in the third surah, Aram. One of y'all gonna tell me. Leave it in the comments. Let me know. Okay. But the first thing that it said, this was Ayat 141. Allah's object also is to purge those that are true in faith and to deprive of blessing those who resist faith. Did ye think that ye would enter heaven without Allah testing those of you who fought hard in his cause and remained steadfast? Did you think? Did you think just because you did all that work for Allah that you still wouldn't be tested, that he still wouldn't purge you? Allah said his objective is to purge those that have true faith. That means to pull out what's undesirable. That means to separate, to destroy. You understand what that means? Destroy. That's a heavy word. That's what he's doing to believers. Those who are true, who feel like, I got this. I went to Medina. I went to Mecca. I learned at this school. I know all the Arabic. But guess what? He's still going to purge you. Did you think because you fought in his cause and you supposed to be steadfast that he wouldn't test you? So, who am I? So he got to purge me too. He got to purge that dunya out of me. And then it say, 43. Did ye indeed wish for death before ye met him? Now you have seen him with your own eyes and ye flinch. Your test, your burdens, everything that Allah put on you, you may wish for death, but then when you meet him, you flinch. Who did you flinch for? Who you flinching for? And it says, Muhammad is no more than an apostle. Many were the apostles that passed away before him. If he died or was slain, will ye then turn back on your heels? If any did turn back on his heels, not the least harm will he do to Allah. But Allah, on the other hand, will swiftly reward those who serve him with gratitude. Do you think you're going to hurt Allah if you turn back on your heels? So if the prophet died, is you going to turn back on your heels? Is you going to go back from your religion? Is you going to turn back to your waist? Are you going to turn back to your vomit, to your putrid? Are you going back to that? And for what are you going back there for? What are you supposed to be getting? 145. Nor can a soul die except by Allah's leave. The term being fixed as by written. If any do desire a reward in this life, we shall give it to him. But if any do desire a reward in the hereafter, we shall give it to him. And swiftly shall we reward those that serve with us gratitude. How many of the prophets fought in Allah's way, and with them fought large bands of godly men, but they never lost heart. If they met with disaster in Allah's way, nor did they weaken in will, nor give in. And Allah loves those who are firm and steadfast. Ya Allah. All that they said was, our Lord, forgive us our sin and anything we may have done that transgressed our duty. Establish our feet firmly and help us against those that resist faith. And Allah gave them a reward in this world and the excellent reward of the hereafter. For Allah loveth those who do good. Even when disaster, those who follow the prophets, those who fought for this religion, the Sahaba, all them, when they was in wars, when they was hungry, when they was starving, oh yes. So who is you to keep a job and put it before Allah? When your own prophet starved, was hungry, was hiding in caves, was being chased. They was looking to kill him. May Allah peace and blessings be upon him. Who are you? You better than the prophet? You better than them? So you think you don't got to do the hard work because it's already done, right? Well, guess what? You have your own hard work because you have to stand before Allah by yourself. You got your own hard work. And sometimes it means leaving something. It means taking something away. Allah gonna take something away. It means you making a decision that's not popular with everybody else. It means, listen, you gonna go without. You might not be able to get that 2020 new ride this year. And you, for what anyway? You're gonna get a car payment and that's haram. It got interest on it. Okay? That house got interest on it. That insurance got interest on it. The only insurance you can even take is car insurance because it's forced by the law of the land. You out here buying a house when you should be renting. You out here eating steaks and shrimp. Okay? You know it ain't halal. You ain't get that from halal store. You out here eating steak and shrimp, but you got a chicken budget, baby. You got a tuna budget, canned tuna. Do you hear me? Sometimes you really have to strive for you. When I say, see, people think, I don't know if y'all think this is just a title of my YouTube or something, or my Facebook, Striving Muslim, and no, it's real, because that's what we're doing. We're trying to make it to Jannah. So all the desires you want in this world, Allah may give them to you. But I would be careful if I was you. And Allah said, those that do good, that stand firm. Listen to what they said one more time. There's one more time. How many of the prophets fought in Allah's way, and with them fought large bands of godly men, But they never lost heart if they met with disaster in Allah's way, nor did they weaken in will nor give in. And Allah loves those who are firm and steadfast. All that they said was, "Our Lord, forgive us our sins and anything we may have done that transgressed our duties. Establish our feet firmly and help us against those that resist faith." And Allah gave them a reward in this world, and the excellent reward in the hereafter. For Allah loves those who do good. Do you hear me? That's in the Quran. See, the reason why I'm going through the Quran, because see, this, let me tell you something. Let me be real with you real quick. And I'm going to tell you what my husband said, because I didn't mean for it to go long, but it happens sometimes. It is what it is. If these videos too long for you, then this ain't for you. Okay? If you got an issue with how I edit, how I do this and this, then I'm sorry, but this ain't for you. Because this is about learning. This ain't about editing. This ain't about how, look, if it comes 22 minutes, 25 minutes, and that's how it had to come. But it's going to come. Because truth ain't going to be held down quiet. I know you would like for it to be, but it's just not. It's not. Listen. At the end of the day, either you gonna sacrifice for your Lord the way you sacrifice for this dunya, or you not. And if you notice, those who desire in the reward in dunya, Allah say He'll give it to you. And those who want to go to the hereafter, He'll give it to them. But those who want to go to the hereafter and they stand firm and they stand firm and steadfast in their way, Allah will not only bless them in the hereafter, but here in this dunya. So it's more blessings to come. They might not come when you want them to come. But Allah is purging you. He's preparing you. He's purging those ugly characteristics, all those excuses, all that dunya, all that sin, all them evil thoughts, all those whispers of Satan that you didn't contemplate it on. Some of them secret sins. He's purging you. He's purging me. And so I quit my job. Happily. I didn't feel bad about it. I felt bad that I didn't do it sooner. And my husband, I told him about it. I said, well, honey, I quit my job and, and I didn't know how you would take it. And you know what my husband said to me? He said, how you think I would take it? He said, I'm with you. Allah first over everything. Hey, Allah over. Listen. When you got a person in your corner who point you to Allah, whether it be friend, family, whoever it is, and they pointing you to your maker, you better know you got somebody you should keep around. But they don't point you to them or to this world, to this doing. They point you to your maker. You blessed. And listen, I'm not saying that like I'm all that. I am not all that. Trust me, I am not. I'm just grateful for what Allah is doing in my life and how He's helping me. And yeah, you might not see it like, girl, you ain't getting that bag. Well, guess what? I'm getting to dunya. Not to dunya. You say I ain't getting that bag. You getting to dunya. Well, I'm getting to Jannah. That's what I'm getting to. What y'all say? I said it wrong. How y'all say? Y'all say, I'm getting to that bag, right? That money. Well, guess what? I'm getting to dunya. I'm getting to that. That's what I'm getting to. I'm getting to this deen. I'm getting to this Quran. And when you read Quran first, before you read anything else, trust me, it will help you a lot in understanding what hadiths are truthful or not. Because hadiths, they don't typically contradict the Quran. That don't really happen. So that would also help you on who to listen to, who not to listen to, which scholars is telling the truth about this and telling about that. And Islam simply tells you the way we're taught that if something is a dispute, it's better not to do it than to do it and have to answer for it. It's better just to leave it alone. So stop looking for a way out and come on in. You begged Allah, you've been praying for guidance. He giving it to you, but you won't accept. And what it say? It says, help us against those who resist faith. That's you. Because when somebody comes to you with some truth, with some knowledge, you don't want to accept it. You start arguing. You start pandering your excuses. Yeah. Come get it. It's kids got to go to school. You start panning your excuses. You start making up your reasons why. And guess what? Who will it avail? How does that profit you? You ain't hurting me when you make up them excuses and you come up with your reasons why you gonna believe how you want to believe. If Islam was believe how you want to believe, you'll still be Christian or still be wherever you was at, atheist, whatever. This ain't that, boo-boo. You don't do what you want to do in this religion. This ain't even religion. This is the way of life. This is how the maker, the creator, has set this life to be. And who is you to say you know best and you know better than him? I'm weary of people like that who think they know better than Allah. You must be crazy. Anyway, I'm gone. We 25 minutes in, so we thank Allah. And I pray that Allah make you of the people of Jannah, those who get rewards here in this dunya as well as Jannah. I pray that he make you of those who stand steadfast and firm. Of those when ugliness comes to them, they ask Allah's forgiveness and ask Allah to protect them. I pray that Allah make you from them. I pray that Allah protect us from the whispers of the Satan. I pray that Allah remove bad people who don't mean us no good out of our lives. And I pray that he replace them with people who lead us to him. And I pray that Allah help us to make the hard decisions in order that we may be pleasing to him. Ameen, ameen, ameen. If I never meet you in this dunya, I pray we meet in Jannah. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.